achieved. Today it was a demonstration of character, of pride, of love, of trying. I'm very happy and proud of this.
Football fans around the world are on the edge of their seats because the World Cup title defense that almost ended in Atlanta is now shifting gears in Kansas City. Lionel Scaloni's Argentina survived a heart-stopping comeback against Egypt, and now the defending champions are back on the training pitch, turning their full attention to a Swiss side that refuses to be underestimated. If you've been following this World Cup, you already know Argentina hasn't had it easy. If you're just catching up, don't worry, because by the end of this video you'll understand exactly how the two-time defending champions clawed their way into the quarterfinals, why their training schedule matters more than ever right now, and what stands between Lionel Messi and another shot at World Cup immortality. Let's set the stage. Argentina arrived at this World Cup as the team to beat. Lionel Scaloni's side breezed through the group stage in dominant fashion, cruising past Algeria, Austria, and Jordan without much difficulty, conceding just a single goal along the way. And that came in a match where Scaloni rotated his squad and rested key starters. It looked, for a moment, like the Albiceleste were running on autopilot toward another deep tournament run. Then the knockout rounds arrived, and everything got a whole lot harder. In the round of 32, Argentina needed extra time to get past Cape Verde in a 3-2 thriller, a match that left the squad battered. Facundo Medina was forced off with severe cramping, and while Scaloni later confirmed it wasn't a structural injury, the exhaustion was real. To make matters worse, a storm forced Argentina to cancel a training session in Miami, cutting into their already limited recovery window before facing Egypt just 3 days later. That short turnaround had Scaloni publicly frustrated. Speaking to reporters, the Argentina boss questioned the logic of a World Cup calendar that keeps shrinking recovery time as the stakes get higher, even as his players continue absorbing bigger and bigger physical demands. And the Egypt match only added to the concern. Nicolas Tagliafico stepped in at left back in place of the still recovering Medina, while reports out of Argentina, including from TYC Sports, indicated Scaloni was weighing as many as 3 lineup changes across the pitch, with Leandro Paredes and Nicolas Gonzalez both in the mix to add control in midfield. Now here's where the story gets dramatic. Against Egypt in Atlanta, Argentina fell behind 2-0, and for long stretches it looked like the defending champions' World Cup dream was slipping away. But this is a team that has made a habit of refusing to go quietly. In the final 11 minutes, Lionel Messi inspired a stunning comeback, and Argentina scored 3 unanswered goals to complete a 3-2 victory that will be remembered as one of the defining moments of their title defense, if they manage to go all the way. Messi himself didn't sugarcoat how tough the tournament has been. Speaking after the match, he said the group never gives up and keeps trying until the end, acknowledging just how much suffering has gone into every win. Midfielder Leandro Paredes echoed that same fighting spirit, saying the team never felt out of it and never stopped believing, even when the match seemed lost. Former Argentina striker Carlos Tevez, speaking on ESPN Argentina, praised the heart and determination on display, saying the real measure of this team isn't the scoreline, it's the refusal to give up. But the celebrations were short-lived, because the schedule waits for no one. According to reports out of the Argentina camp, the squad returned to training on Wednesday evening in Kansas City, shifting focus almost immediately towards Saturday's quarterfinal showdown with Switzerland. And Scaloni made it clear he isn't taking the Swiss lightly. He described them as a side with an incredible World Cup tradition and outstanding, experienced players, a respectful but pointed warning that Argentina cannot afford another slow start. So, what exactly is Argentina walking into? Switzerland have quietly been one of the most disciplined stories of this entire tournament. Murat Yakin's side came through the group stage unbeaten, then won back-to-back knockout matches without conceding a goal in regulation time. Their round of 16 victory over Colombia came down to a tense penalty shootout, a 4-3 thriller after a scoreless 90 minutes plus extra time, with goalkeeper Gregor Kobel coming up big before Ruben Vargas buried the winning spot kick. That result sent Switzerland into their first World Cup quarterfinal since 1954, and it's clear this squad believes it belongs on the biggest stage. There is an injury subplot worth watching here too. Switzerland's breakout star of the tournament, 20-year-old midfielder Johan Manzambi, suffered a non-contact knee injury during a training session ahead of the Colombia match. Manzambi had been a revelation, contributing 3 goals and 2 assists across Switzerland's first 4 matches, and his fitness for the Argentina clash remains genuinely uncertain, with the Swiss Federation yet to confirm his availability. If he's unable to go, it would be a significant blow to Yakin's attacking options against a team as dangerous as Argentina. Now let's talk tactics, because this quarterfinal sets up as a fascinating contrast in styles. Argentina bring firepower, depth, and knockout experience, having scored 10 goals across their 5 matches so far in this tournament. Messi remains the heartbeat of everything they do going forward, still leading the race for the Golden Boot, still capable of turning a match on its own with a single moment of magic even at 39 years old. Behind him, Emiliano Martinez continues to provide the kind of composure and goal that title-winning teams need in knockout football. Switzerland, on the other hand, are built on structure and patience. Their approach has been about limiting mistakes, staying compact, and making opponents earn every inch. Exactly the kind of low-event, high-discipline football that can frustrate a more expansive side like Argentina. The Swiss will likely lean even harder into that identity here, especially if Manzambi is unavailable, using players like Fabian Rieder and Arden Jashari to help cover the gaps in midfield, while Captain Granit Xhaka anchors the group emotionally and tactically. For Argentina, the biggest question isn't talent, it's freshness. After back-to-back grueling knockout matches, fatigue management becomes just as important as tactics. Expect Scaloni to use these training sessions in Kansas City, not just for tactical preparation, but to assess who among his squad is physically ready to go the distance again. Don't be surprised if there are further lineup tweaks, particularly if any of the players who battled cramps or knocks against Egypt haven't fully recovered by match day. Reaction across the football world has been a mix of admiration and nervousness when it comes to Argentina. Fans have praised the mentality and fight the team has repeatedly shown, but there's also growing concern in Argentine football media about whether this version of the team can keep surviving on late drama alone. Pundits have pointed out that Argentina conceded 4 goals across their 2 knockout matches after allowing just 1 in the entire group stage, a red flag that Switzerland's disciplined, opportunistic style could look to exploit. On the Swiss side, there's a real sense of belief building, with their historic run being viewed as validation of Yakin's methodical approach, even if the football hasn't always been eye-catching. So what's next? All eyes now turn to Saturday, July 11th, when Argentina and Switzerland meet in the World Cup quarterfinal at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The winner will move on to a semifinal clash, with either Norway or England waiting on the other side of the bracket. Between now and kickoff, expect Scaloni to continue closely monitoring his squad's fitness and training, with team news and any final injury updates likely to emerge as the week progresses. On the Swiss side, all attention will be on whether Johan Manzambi can somehow make a miraculous recovery, though Yakin himself has admitted that outcome looks unlikely. To sum it all up, Argentina's road to defending their World Cup crown has been anything but smooth, marked by extra-time drama, physical toll, and scheduling grind that has tested this squad's depth and resilience. But if there's one thing this Argentina team has proven again and again, it's that counting them out is a mistake. Now, with training back underway in Kansas City, the focus shifts entirely to Switzerland, a side quietly built for exactly this kind of knockout occasion. Saturday's quarterfinal has all the makings of a classic: 2 contrasting styles, 2 teams with something to prove, and a place in the World Cup semifinals on the line. If you enjoyed today's football update, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest football news from around the world. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next update.